Valentine's, everyone. Hope that you will have a blast being with your loved ones celebrating Valentine's Day. Though you're in a location across the globe from Philippines, in few hours late, so it could be a little late greetings, I guess. But still, I want to tell you that I wish you all have a wonderful way of celebrating Valentine's Day. My husband and I actually has no definite plan to date since he's working and I am not sure if his service call will end early or might have another call of service to attend to. So it's unpredictable. However, it doesn't make feel sorry as long as we are in a good terms with our relationship. It happened that understanding is the key for shortcomings that has happened. Well, there are many Valentines that we can celebrate together, so we will just make up in the future if situation allows to do so. Valentine's Day is celebrated to create moment to remember in the future because it's our simple way to express our love and feelings and how we care the person. Since we're talking about love, the most powerful emotion that human can ever express and feel, to be in love. Do you believe that love can create or break relationship? Today I would like to share with you how my great-grandparents relationship leave an impact to my generation. My great-grandparents' generation was happened after World War II. My great-grandparents are a Spanish family. Their love story began when the great-grandfather came out the convent while studying priesthood after he met our great-grandmother, and they fell in love with each other. It was unacceptable to their parents, so they told them that they should forget them and do not expect her when they pass away if they are going to continue the relationship. Despite of the anguish of their parents, they made a decision to get married without their parents' blessing and build their own family, which is the family of our grandmother. I am not sure how many children they have had. However, one of them is my grandmother. Do you believe that in this case, the history about finding relationship seems to repeat itself in my grandmother? Our great-grandparents are not in favor to their daughter to get married with our grandfather due to different factors. One of that is his physical appearance, having dark brown complexion, plus his family background, as well as his environment of his work, which is working in a Philippine constabulary. It's kind of be a version of military nowadays. Our grandparents seems like racist, kind of, though. To make the story short, our grandmother disobeyed her parents and left them, despite of threatening her that she will be outcasted and will never be recognized, and we will not receive any hair when they die. She is concerned with his job environment because she believes that, based on her observation, those men who are far away from his family or wife are easily get involved in temptation that might possibly cause of impregnating other women. So that is the one reason why she doesn't like agreed with his kind of job. Isn't it sound familiar from the past event? Yes, seems like the ends become the beginning of their love story. I can imagine the struggles and hardship that her parents gone through simply rewinds in her family, which I find it like a curse that runs through and through to the family. In the past generation, they said that it happens that when the children disobey their parents, they can receive curse. though it has no scientific basis, but I don't know if how true that is. Alright, let's continue with the third generation, which is my mother generation. Traditionally, in Filipino family setting, only parents has say in everything, in terms of the career, choice, and even the person that they are going to marry. Most of the time, they are set up married. To give you an insight about the personality of our grandfather, seems like he applies his disciplinarian style from the nature of his job in terms of parenting to his children, which is very strict and military style. Once he arrived at home, everybody is feeling uncomfortable and fearful. Once they heard his footstep coming towards them, they find ways to do something just to avoid having encounter with him. Children are expected to obey their parents and able to prosper in their career for the preparation of their future. It is the principles that most of the family believe and establish in each Filipino family in terms of decision making in their life. If in case the child or the daughter or son disobey their parents, they will be outcasted in the family. What is the difference of my generation to my parents' generation in terms of point of view with winding the relationship? Actually, you don't need to find it. It will come to you in a right time. That's what I believe. Because the more you find it, the more you will screw up. Because you are assuming that every person come your way is the right person for you. But whatever experience you earn from that relationship, you is still going to earn something that you can take along the way as your lesson and guide, and able to build a good relationship with your partner. So it's better to fall in love and hurt instead of never in love. That's what they said as cliche. Iba nilang masaktan, ang mahalaga ay nagmahal. Kesa naman, hindi ka nasaktan, pero hindi mo alam kung paano ang magmahal. Wow! Madrama. Madrama talaga ang magmahal, no? It comes to the point that it's getting be dramatic. If the relationship doesn't affected by your parents, both of you need to, along the way you will have a struggle that both of you need to handle, and you will learn from it. Because relationship is not perfect, but if you are happy despite of it, you have to stand and fight for that. We have to soak our hair, scalp with this homemade hair care. This is made of aloe vera, onion, onion extract, and aloe vera extract with water and a little bit of vinegar as a preservative so that it will not be contaminated by any bacteria, since it's a raw ingredients. It's not processed in the laboratory, but because it is tested in my hair, being healthy scalp, having healthy scalp, and growing my hair very nice. So I continue doing it. Before going to shower, I soak my scalp in a bit. After and massage it. So I am ready to take a shower after this. So yeah, I have relatives or cousin that has been given away for adaptation, adopted by other people because of incapability to take care of the baby. Well, we cannot blame her. She is not working. She is just living with her parents. And the man is must be the fault of the man because he is become irresponsible for not doing the responsibility and able to being together, helping together, hand in hand to let the baby grow up with their what do you call that? With them. To grow up with them. So, yun na nga, we have to consider a lot of factors when we are going to make a decision with regard to our heart, because it's not solely about your feelings and emotion. It's also has possibility and impact to the life of the next generation, like your children and even your grandchildren. So being in love is not about emotion. We really need to use our mind as well. But if you are young, that is difficult. That is difficult to fight for your own feelings. But I believe that if you both in love with each other, everything is possible naman. There's always a solution. But if you make a mistake, the only thing you have to do is to admit it and figure out how to correct it. Because as what happened in the history of our family, you can see that there are people who suffer and sacrifice because of what happened. There is a mismanagement, something that affects and give impacts, lead to regrets, right? Because as you can see, one of my cousin was given for adoption. Nowadays, her mother is alone. Maybe the child has many questions in her mind why it happened to her that she was given away for adoption. And because she has no complete knowledge about the background, of course she has emotional pain that she's going to carry until she get married and she get old. That's why being in love is not just about emotion. And we cannot blame anyone. Everyone has their own there is a different conviction, issues that comes within their time that no one can help with that. So we cannot blame anyone, I think. It happens for some reason that everyone has their own different perception and how to deal it. And we have no choice. If you have no, it's not your fault, you have no power to choose with regard it because this was happened to you out of capability to change the situation. Because pain is difficult to deal with as well. It leaves us trauma and pain that needs to be healed. How can you heal that if you don't accept that pain? If you don't recognize it and embrace it? So that is a different issue. But I believe through the years and maturity, your outlook in mind would be broadened instead of being narrow-minded. Because each of and every one of us, there is no permanent in this world.